Why, hello everyone, the Lord Garrett Snow here, and today I'm playing some Warhammer Total War, pretty much the same as every other day. Today, I'm taking Bretonnia. Got a main line of men-at-arms with polearm, 3 groups of peasant bowmen backing them up, 2 throwaway units of spearmen at arms, a unit of Pegasus Knights, a ward, a paladin, and a damsel. All are mounted, 2 of them are in the air. Damsel's on the ground because she can't really go up in the air, which is unfortunate. I'd love to see her on a Pegasus. That would be awesome. Her flying around, shooting lightning, making people's attack go to 0, so they're pretty much useless for a minute. And I also have some Knights of the Realm. And my opponent, he took a really odd list. He took mostly skirmishing power, some weak swordsmen, and a unit of great swords. He did take some good options with the Outriders, and the Pistoliers not so much, Outriders yes, and he took a steam tank, which is a really good thing. But he messed up his entire strategy. What he should have done, screw the just basic swordsmen, take spearmen if you're going to take a cheap infantry unit with the Empire. Swordsmen aren't that good, spearmen are a much better bang for your buck, and better defense against cavalry. You put a couple units of spearmen up here with your Outriders. That way your Outriders defended, you're firing down on the enemy here, and your main line engages here with the steam tank, which can take a beating, and you can put it right in the front, and you're probably not going to have to worry about it getting destroyed the entire battle, unless there's some really anti-armor big guy stuff, but they'll be throwing all their attention on that, and wasting their time, so it lets you get at other stuff. But I digress. What he does instead is engage with his main line. He's going to throw a steam tank up here away from the battle, which actually would have probably fucked me over in the infantry fight here, because I'm taking Bretonnian infantry and bowmen, and they have almost no morale. And then he throws his Outriders over here trying to get a flank in, but I have these guys, and they're not going to do that. And he'll start firing off at my throwaway units, which is good. He didn't hit my main line at all, which is kind of a luck out on my part, because if my main line would have retreated right away, that wouldn't have been good. And these 2 units are going to start running away just about immediately. They will come back, but no morale on the bloody Bretonnians. Archers are also getting some nice shots off on the tank very early on. And this one unit of 18 Pegasus Knights is going to engage 3 groups of missile cavalry, and he's not going to be able to use them at all this entire battle. I get all 3 units right there, and they're just going to melt away. One's going to start retreating almost immediately. The other 2 are going to survive long enough to come over here, engage my infantry over here, and get wiped out. Not going well for him right now. Also, he took way too many bloody bowmen or crossbows and guns to be facing Bretonnia, which is a very cav-heavy faction. He should have took spears. It's kind of just a given going against Bretonnia. And there goes the throwaway units. Peasant bowmen are just ripping apart the main line. Spearmen with shields would have been much better here. Would have been more survivable against the bows, and it would have held better against the incoming assault of my infantry. That, and he also is going to let my knights, for the most part, get right past him. Going to tie him down with 1 unit of knights, which he actually shot at, so if I'm going to sacrifice a unit, it might as well be the one that's already damaged. The other 2 are going to get around and flank the rear. My damsel actually runs right up, shocks them with lightning. My ward jumps in, jumps right over their infantry, and attacks their missile line. And that's also another thing you don't want to take with Empire versus Bretonnia. You don't want to take a lot of archers and not have any flying defense, because the Bretonnians are most likely going to have the Hippogriffs and Pegasus jumping right over your main line to get your bows and arrows. Or crossbows and guns. They don't really have bows and arrows. Not in this game anyway. So that's odd. I wonder if they ever are going to add archers in for the Empire, because in the tabletop there are archers, but in the actual game right now, nothing. And with Balthasar Geld, he's actually missed his first meteor strike. He's going to get it as soon as everyone's surrounding him. But for the first one, when he needed to get it off against the infantry, it didn't do jack shit. And right now, most of his main line's retreating. His unit of greatswords is sort of holding out. It's going to be gone in a minute. The fight over here has pretty much been finished off. His cavalry came and got butchered. Yeah. Not good, especially against men-at-arms. Pegasus Knights are going to finish the other Outriders that came back that he's not paying attention to over here. And I'm more or less going to, yeah, here we are. And even then, that doesn't do a whole lot. Balthazar Gelt finally bites the bullet, or runs away. The great swords are going to run in just a minute, and the vast majority of my army is going to go up and break his army for the second time, and then everyone's going to flank around and take out the tank, which has been more or less useless this entire battle. It's really slow. He should have had it in front line, because that would have been a huge thing that could have scared a good chunk of my infantry away. And if my infantry line breaks, that means my cavalry cannot get the rear charges it needs to be effective. Well, although he took a bunch of whatchamacallits skirmish units, so in all reality, that could just be me talking out my ass, and battle would have still went similar because he took so much fucking missile units. And now the Knights of the Realm are going to charge into the Steam Tank, and he's actually going to quit this battle early due to Steam Tank being unbreakable. It would just be a long, drawn-out fight, and he's basically knows at this point he can't win because most of my army's intact, and he just has the Steam Tank left. And anyways, what do you guys think of the battle? What are some fun builds you guys run that I might actually like to try out sometime? Leave some comments below. Anyways, I think this battle is just about to wrap up in just a second. Yep. 3, 2, 1, yay! Decisive victory for Bretonnia! You don't see that out that often. Let's take a look at the battle report at the end. I don't think I did anything major with most of the units. Damsel actually killed 12 people. Knights did a bunch of the work. Pegasus Knights as well, taking out the Outriders and Pistoliers. And yeah, it's mostly just most of his guys running away. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the battle, guys. I'll see you guys later, and have a good night. Bye.